Imagine it is a scorching 50 degrees Celsius outside. You have no air conditioning, no fan, and no electricity, yet your home remains perfectly cool and you feel completely comfortable. Thousands of years ago in the deserts of Iran, this wasn't a fantasy. It was Tuesday. Temperatures in ancient Iran could reach 47 degrees Celsius, hot enough to cook an egg on the ground. Without modern machines, these people didn't fight the heat. They observed nature and used basic physics to survive. And what they built was extraordinary. They built tall towers on their roofs called badgirs or wind catchers. These tall octagonal towers stood like self-contained cooling engines operating without a single wire or motor. The word badgir itself means wind taker in Persian. The top of the tower featured openings in every direction. No matter which way the wind blew, north, south, east or west, these openings captured it and funneled it through internal channels directly into the rooms below. But here is the interesting question. If the outside air is a 47 degrees Celsius heat wave, how does funneled air keep a room cool? This is where the genius of ancient engineers comes in. At the base of these towers, there was often an underground water reservoir or walls made of wet mud. As the 47 degrees Celsius air hits the water, evaporation begins. Water needs energy to evaporate, and it takes that energy by absorbing heat directly from the surrounding air. Once the air gives up its heat to the water, it becomes physically chilled before spreading into the rooms. Modern air conditioners work on this same thermodynamic principle, but Iranians mastered it thousands of years ago without a single machine. But what stops the room from just filling with stagnant air? This is where the stack effect comes in. Cold air is heavy and sinks. Warm air is light and rises. Physics does the work automatically, continuously, without any motor. As the heavy, chilled air fills the room from the badgir, it pushes the existing warm, stale air upward toward the ceiling and out through openings on the opposite side of the tower where air pressure is lower. This creates a continuous, motor-free loop of natural ventilation. You can see this across the skyline of the ancient city of Yazd, Iran, one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities on earth. Yazd's skyline is literally defined by hundreds of badgir towers reaching toward the sky. This system wasn't limited to Iran. Countries like the UAE and Egypt adopted it. And in India, Jaipur's Hawa Mahal, the Palace of Winds, is a brilliant example of this exact same logic applied to an entire palace facade, with 953 windows designed to funnel cool air through every room. While these buildings look completely different on the outside, they share a single deep understanding: control the movement of air, control the temperature. The physics is identical even when the architecture looks completely different. Modern air conditioners require constant electricity, use harmful refrigerant gases, and become completely useless during power cuts. They are loud, expensive to run, and generate heat themselves, actually making the outdoors hotter while cooling indoors. Wind catchers, no electricity costs, no gas, no mechanics, no noise, no oil. And some of these towers have functioned continuously for centuries, without a single repair or service call. Think about that. A cooling system older than most countries that has never needed maintenance. Of course, this ancient technique has real limits. It requires at least some wind to function in completely still air. The tower has no air to capture. And it is less effective in humid coastal areas like Mumbai because high humidity prevents efficient evaporation, and while it might not drop 50 degrees Celsius down to 20 degrees Celsius like a modern AC, it provides significant real relief, bringing temperatures down to around 35 degrees Celsius. In a desert, that difference is the gap between survival and suffering. Today, top architects are going back to these ancient blueprints. The BedZ development in London uses modern ventilation cowls built on this exact logic. And Masdar City in Abu Dhabi, a city designed entirely around sustainability, features a massive modern wind tower at its very center. As climate change makes heat extremes more frequent, and as power grids strain under rising demand for air conditioning, the badgir is no longer just ancient history. It is becoming a serious answer to a 21st century crisis. Ancient humans didn't fight nature. They partnered with it. They observed the wind, understood water, and let physics do the heavy lifting, building comfort from nothing but earth, geometry, and intelligence. And we are only now catching up to what they already knew. Somewhere tonight, the wind is blowing over the towers of Yazd exactly as it has for 3,000 years. The same physics, the same cooling, the same genius, running silently, without a wire, without a bill, without a repair. We call it ancient. They called it home.